AEW, the newest wrestling promotion to take the world by storm. One can only figure it was a matter of time before they released a video game trailer. This trailer, which I'm about to look at right now, is the first major glimpse of gameplay that we've seen from the developer, Ukes. But before we saw any gameplay, we got to see Jungle Boy's character model. Of course, this is a dramatic difference from the models that we have seen in the past with Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. A lot of people are praising this new art style as it is more realistic, but it gets even better once you see the game in motion. And right off the bat, we can already see this game's WWF No Mercy influence, which makes sense, because in the shows before this on AEW Game's YouTube channel, they have already said a game like No Mercy is what they are aiming for. One thing that I know at least one person on YouTube has pointed out already: look at the animation after this arm drag. That doesn't look pre-animated, meaning that the player controlling Jungle Boy looks to have control over what he does after the move. This would be a sharp contrast to WWE 2K, where everything is automated. I am by no means saying that this is a bad thing. Hell, I would even argue that a more manual type of game would go in AEW's favor, as WWE 2K feels more or less the same every year. But remember, it was only 2 years ago that WWE 2K20 was released. Though it is Ukes, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some hiccups here and there. Although knowing Kenny Omega, he's bound to get something correct, as he is a fan of video games. Whether or not the game will be successful, though, that remains to be seen. In my opinion, it is rather hard to say since we haven't had a new wrestling game in a while. And for a few years or so, WWE was the only wrestling game in town. So it's difficult to say whether or not this venture will be successful, although AEW has a pretty good shot, seeing as WWE has gotten stale over the years, especially considering 2K20. But I think I've rambled on long enough. See you guys later.